Hi, anyone who's joining me or is joining me after the fact. Welcome to the stream. I haven't streamed in a long time because of the puppy. She's currently in bed, and I'm going to try and stream for a few hours since Kingdom Come has come out. And I've been wanting to play the second one for a while, so we will see. I'm also trying out a new multi-stream thing, which the music's just gone off because I've just clicked on my other screen. But I used to use Restream, and basically Stream Elements has started doing its own. But what I just want to test is if I type in the chat for YouTube, I just want to see if it appears on my other screen. It does, but the reason I wasn't sure it was going to is because it has a little red symbol, like a red dot next to it, as if that chat is disabled. I don't know. Anyhow. For anyone who does watch this on YouTube, either while it's live or later, there are drops for the game over on Twitch if you want the drops for the game. Obviously, YouTube doesn't do drops. But I've not started it yet. I've not booted it up other than to check my settings. So there's an issue with our keys. Thank you very much to the developers and the publishers for the key. But I know there's an issue with them, which means that I might struggle to reload my game until they resolve the issue with the keys, but I can play to start with at least. Beginning of the 15th century, the kingdom of Bohemia was ravaged by war. King Wenceslas the Fourth is taken captive by the rebellious nobles and his brother King Sigismund. That's the story from the first game. Only a handful of loyalists stand by the rightful king.
Keep firing! Don't stop!
That gun didn't do you any good, dude.
Where's your weapon? To the battlements! Move! Father!
Will you come to anoint us before we die?
We'll get anointed after the battle, Sir Hans. With booze.
Get ready!
So that's going to hurt.
Take cover! Now!
Good hit.
Rude awakening, eh? Make it count.
Nice looking crossbow, though.
Lord the gates! Norwin! Over here! Get up there quick! We have to repel them! Shoot him!
Always nice to get a tutorial. What weapons have I got? I've got a sword. Got the crossbow. Right click to rearm it. Okay. Lovely. Very nice. Duck and cover. Oh, that went over his head. Okay. It's got a good range. It's got a good range. How did that not hit him? I'm just going to aim for his body. How did that not hit him? Oh, my mouse sensitivity is not good in this game.
Return fire! What the fuck are you waiting for? Godwin, get over here with that crossbow. Join the line.
I have joined the line. Oh, nice. That can't have been pleasant for them.
Get ready for another attack! This won't stop them, fuckers!
Yeah, I definitely need to change my mouse sensitivity.
Follow me!
Where are we off to? Struggling with those stairs, mate.
Fucking Winter's back! Don't let them climb up! Knock it down! Hit him on the head! I'll kill you, you cunt!
How do I knock down the ladder? E. E. Oh, nice. I suddenly got a pike. The combat felt a lot smoother there than the old game. Saying that right now.
Don't poke at it. Just calm down.
Oh, Dentist Fortuna, fucking you, that. Jesus. You're only supposed to deliver a message to Trotsky. The most adventure I was expecting was a fuck or two.
Instead, you ended up in a siege. Nice little castle, though. I enjoyed that little tutorial sequence. That was quite fun. It's going to be a pretty game again.
Ordentes fortuna juvat!
What's that you keep yelling, Sir Hans?
Good gracious, Henry, you don't mean to tell me you don't know Latin?
My apologies, Your Grace. Unfortunately, I was too busy shoveling shit and picking turnips to find time for studying Latin.
We shall have to rectify that. I can't have an ignoramus for a personal bodyguard.
Anyway, this Aldens, whatever. What does that actually mean?
Audentes fortuna juvat. Fortune favors the brave.
I don't doubt it. All we have to do is deliver a letter to Lord Otto von Bergov and ride back again. Doesn't take much bravery.
Christ, Henry, don't be such a stick in the mud. Aren't you glad to be finally out of that hellhole where we can finally enjoy some adventure? See a bit of the world, meet new women, and simply have some fun.
Sure, but you promised Johannes that you'd be as good as gold, and I'm personally responsible for your safety. Besides, Trotsky's in the middle of nowhere, so I wouldn't expect
So it's
much
not going to end well, in
excitement
other
there.
words.
God help me, my bodyguard's a monk who can't speak Latin.
Sir. Trotsky.
Hey, Feder, thanks for resubbing. How are you doing?
My word. That is fucking impressive. It makes Perkstein look like an outhouse. Bergov must be made of money.
Yes, everyone must vote 4.3 in Warno tomorrow. Yes, indeed. Nice castle again. Or even nicer castle, that one.
Well, Henry, looking forward to new adventures? Adventures that will become the stuff of legends?
Of course I am. We'll show them what fine fellas have turned up on their doorstep.
You bet we will! We'll hand over our important message and then hop, skip to the nearest tavern. We'll drink to our success.
Definitely need to
chase
turn my
some local
sensitivity
witches,
down in
eh?
this game.
But why didn't Uncle Hannes take care of it himself? Unless, maybe he's just testing me.
Oh man, I'm very upset because I can see that that's not running very smooth. Is that stuttering to you, Feder, or is that just on my end?
And here we are in the middle of it all, carrying an important document. No, I intend to make the most of this trip, one way or another.
Looks fine in your end. Okay, that's okay then.
I'll take your silence as agreement. Well, enough of the chat. Trotsky's almost within reach.
Sir Hans, how's it looking there in the back?
All good, Oates. Just keep your eyes on the road ahead.
Exactly. If anything in front of us even looks like it's moving, we want to know.
Keep your hair on, Dick. Old Oak's got eyes like a horse.
See, my issue
I
is,
don't miss nothing.
from my side, I've got the stream running and my recording software running, but then I've also got a window open for YouTube and a window open for Twitch with those running, but I can probably turn off the YouTube one now.
Sir.
Should we get ready for a fight?
Take it easy, Henry. They're wearing von Bergov's colours. They're from Trotsky.
Surround them! Don't let them get away!
Besides, won't stand a chance against them. Don't do anything foolish, fellas. Just follow my orders.
I'm very entertained there's a dog with them.
Halt! What are you after here?
Sorry.
Is this usually how you greet visitors?
Banged the
my
mic
good
with my
man?
cup.
This is how we greet armed strangers when bandits are pillaging everywhere.
Can you not distinguish between a noble and a bandit, sir?
It's not always that straightforward these days. Who are you people?
Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein. I bear a letter for Sir Otto von Berghoff from my master, Sir Hanush of Leipa.
This is indeed the seal of the Lords of Lipa. And unless I am mistaken, Lord Hanush of Lipa is on the side of King Wenceslas,
Well,
while my master is a member of the League of Lords, who side with King Sigismund.
well,
So it would appear we are enemies.
We're not enemies. We're carrying a message with the aim of putting a stop to the hostilities.
And who are you?
Henry, from Skalitz.
What should we call it? What should we say? I'm a soldier and Lord Kevin's bodyguard. I'm an advisor to a nobleman and an envoy. I'm a scout for our company. Oh, we get to choose. It's our playstyle, I see. A soldier likes nothing more than to have a weapon in his hand, where a strong suit of armour is also infamous for his short temper. Our advisor prefers to solve things using his knowledge, sharp tongue and kind word. Our scout likes to hide in the shadows and solve tasks silently, undetected by stealth. Choosing a playstyle will give you some starting experience points, but the choice of what traits you will develop is up to you. I think we'll go with advisor, because talking is always handy in these games.
I'm Lord Capon's advisor and scribe, and now an envoy as well.
From Skalitz, you say? The one that King Sigismund's Cuman forces plundered?
And slaughtered everyone. Even so, I'm not going to Trotsky as an enemy, but as a peace envoy.
Even so, you're still strangers here, and armed strangers to boot. And as it happens, we're on the trail of just such a band, so why should I trust you?
Persuasion. You can solve a lot of situations by convincing the other side in dialogues. You'll have a choice of some of the options below that will define how you react, but beware, persuasion requires the other party to believe you. Speech, coercion, charisma, domination, might and dread. Next page, D. I vaguely remember this from the first game. It's not even that long since I played it. My memory is going in my old age. Many situations have been solved by reasoning with the other party. Within dialogues, you'll have several options how to react, but be warned, the other party won't always believe you. That's your reputation, that's your coin, and this is your stats. Persuasion is not about picking the highest number, it's about who you're talking to and what you look like. What your reputation is. For example, threatening a bunch of thugs with violence alone is usually pointless. Just like claiming to be a nobleman with a straw sticking out of your boots. Yeah, makes sense? By choosing speech, you will try to resolve the situation using your diplomatic skills. I'll try appealing to your noble appearance. People are more inclined to believe a well-dressed lord than a beggar. Alternatively, try to convince the counterparty of your chivalry and of your martial skills and strength. So, I mean, that's like the worst one for me. soldiers we can help you with the bandits sounds quite sensible. Or at least get them on our side.
You want to negotiate an alliance? We'll come to an agreement with your lord in Trotsky, and maybe offer to deal with those bandits for you. After all, you haven't been able to track them down. So we can take matters into our own hands. So move aside, and let us, dutiful knights, pass.
Don't provoke me, boy. You're passed to a place you don't want to be. Didn't you say you were a scribe? Or are you trying to tell me you're a knight and a scribe? Don't try to pull the wool over my eyes.
Worth a try.
Don't listen to him, Captain. He's travelling with me for the first time, and evidently, he's got a bit above himself. We've come on the orders of Margrave Jobst of Moravia, and we bear a message from Sir Hanush of Lipa, Divish of Tarnberg, and Radzig Kobula. Our message concerns the offer of an alliance that it seems you need as much as we do right now.
All right, then. You may carry on, but put your men in their place, sir, before their impertinence leads you into trouble.
Indeed, I will. Thank you, Captain.
Worth a try.
Sorry about the cold reception. You must be cautious. These bandits create mayhem then vanish like ghosts. We'll be on our way.
Oh, so you won't accompany us to the castle to see your lord?
Sorry, sir, we can't. Listen, you won't make it to the castle before nightfall. Sir Otto's orders are to not admit anyone after dark, especially while we're away. You'd best camp until daybreak.
I'll take your point. I mean, back home, the last time someone led a nobleman in trouble into their castle, we had to bombard it to get him out. Is there an inn in these parts, at least?
There is one, but it's a bit of a way out, and I'm not sure your lordship would like it very much.
God! What kind of a backwater have they sent us to? I just suppose we'll just have to manage somehow. Good luck in hunting down those bandits.
Thomas, Captain at Trotsky. Thank you. And sorry again. Farewell.
Farewell.
His attitude changed markedly.
Well, this is a bit of a hold-up. What now?
Since there's no tavern within reach, we'll just bed down here for the night. The pond looks inviting, and we've got wine enough.
And what about those bandits?
Well, they're probably keeping their heads down, what with that big patrol combing the woods for them.
So we're probably going to get attacked in the night then.
Come on, fellas. We'll camp here on the bank. At least we can bathe. I stink almost as bad as the rest of you, and you lot are rank.
Find out from Sir Hans what the plan is. Right, I've got to do a couple of things first. So first, I want to shut that stream before I go completely mad. Then I want to check my controls because my mouse sensitivity is clearly way too high. That is much better. Okay. Good. It is a pretty game. Look at that.
I can't abandon the company.
Okay, I'm not allowed to walk very far. I just wanted to look at the pretty scenery. Can I at least walk to the edge of the water? Yes. Ooh, fish. Obviously they wanted to show off the pretty graphics and start the game here. Not a bad choice. Not a bad choice at all.
Go away, Mutt. You'll get nothing from me. Stop bothering me, Mutt.
I think this dog might have been in the first game. Because there was a dog, but...
For Christ's sake! Henry! Call
Heel.
off that damn
What's all the
dog
fuss about, Mutt?
before he wolfs
Are you
down
that
the
hungry?
last of our mates.
All right, I'll see what I can get for you.
Well, hoorah! Peace at last. That
He's hungry.
barking was a pain in the ass.
Chat, left alt. Feed.
Here you go. Take it.
I don't have any food for you, dog. Never mind. What else can I do with you then? Commands. Track. Okay. Behavior. Free. Heal. Stay. Okay. Yeah, I'm into the dog thing. Okay. I guess to talk to the boss, who is over there. Is there something else here as well? Cheap wine. Bread roll. Yoink. Apple. Do you want me to talk to him as well? Have you got some food for my dog? Yeah, that makes sense.
Would you have some scraps for a mutt?
That's a good one. He already gobbled up a piece of venison while I was having a piss. I've got one last sausage and I'll be saving that for the way back. Look, Henry, I'm fond of that beast, but you ought to keep him under control.
He's grumpy. I'll get food at Trotsky. I'll bring you something from the Noble's Feast. You wouldn't want the mutt to bite you. What would you swap the sausage for? We'll try
Come on,
that one.
Alex. We'll get to Trotsky tomorrow, and there'll be plenty of food there. We're a noble's escort, so they're obliged to feed us well. Pheasant in wine, roast pork with apples. Those sausages of yours are only fit for a dog anyway.
For Christ's sake, stop giving me a hard time. I'll have you know that sausage is fucking good. But neither you nor your dog will get to taste it.
Wouldn't you swap it for something?
I might. Tankard has my ring. I lost it to him at dice, and if I go home without it, my old woman will send me right back. If you can get it back, I'll be glad to give you that sausage.
Well, I'll see what I can do.
I'm not doing very well with my speech checks today, am I?
Come on, Conrad.
What?
Let's throw a few dice.
For the love of God. How many
He
times
wants to
do
play
I have
dice.
to tell you? I ain't playing with you.
Why not?
Because you cheat.
I do not.
Oh? And how come you always win then, eh?
That's an easy one. I always win, 'cause you always lose.
Ha ha. Very droll.
Let's
So
go
you've
for
got
that.
dice set up. Want a game?
Sure. How's about spicing it up with a little wager?
I heard you won a ring off Oates. What about that?
Fortune favours the brave, lad. But if you lose, you'll pay for everything I order in the tavern in Trotsky. All right?
Here we go. Dice rules. I think I remember playing this. Any respectable tavern. So you got held dice from the previous throws. Dice selected to be held. Current selection. Score gold opponent. If you have any dice in your inventory, you can choose to use them before starting the game. Most dice have special properties that you can read about in their descriptions. These allow you to use special techniques to improve your luck. You mean cheating dice? You start the game by rolling all 6 dice. Select the scoring dice you want to keep, put them to the side and gain points for them at the end of your turn. Then roll the rest again. You can keep rolling until you run out of dice. However, if you don't roll a single scoring die, you'll lose all points you gain this turn. The art of the dice is to finish your turn and score your points before you run the risk of not rolling a single scoring dice. That's right. You have to bug out early. I remember that. First player to reach the score goal is the victor. You can see all the point information for the current game at the bottom left. Combinations and their values. So 1 is 100, 5 is 50, 1, 3, 4, 5 is 500, 2 to 6 is 750, 1, 3, 4, 5, 6 is 1500, and Devil's Head acts as a joker, adding 1 value to any combination of dice. And then you've got all the triples, and then you've got each additional die after 3 doubles the value. Okay. Does that apply to everything and not just 2s? I'm assuming so.
See whose side luck is on today.
Got 2 1s. I'm tempted to keep those. And we'll roll everything else. Score and continue. Oh, yes. Lovely. Score and continue.
Well, you're not afraid of anything.
Bust.
My God, I'm
He held a lot. Oh, he scored well, though. Okay. I'm going to score badly here. I've forgotten how to play this game. Keep the 5s. Let's try that. Score and pass. Because then I got 3 of each. Not a high score, but a score nonetheless.
Aye, that'll do.
The goal is 1,500.
Here. My
I have a lot of catching up.
Come on.
Oh, he's bust. Lovely. Okay, that's helpful. Oh, well, there you go. Yes. It makes sense to do that. And then score and continue. See if we can run another 6. Bust? What? Oh, technically I didn't get more, I guess. That's not fair.
Wonderful. Ha ha! My lucky dice never fail. It's mine, friend. Tomorrow we'll drink on Henry's coin.
That's just great.
You can
He'll be dead
never
by
have
morning.
Too much ale. Want to try your luck again? Same wager.
All right.
Go on then.
Let's
I just
carry
want to
on.
have another go.
Now I'll show you.
I thought I'd get away with the other 6, but
Today's
obviously
my
it doesn't
lucky
count
day.
as like that.
I can feel it in my bones. ones.
I could go for the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 thing, but seems risky. Let's give it a go. Does it want me to score and continue with that? Apparently not. Interesting. Okay. Why is it not letting me score and continue though? Just wants me to pass. And I have 50 for taking the 5. Can't have anything for the 6? I'm just gonna score and pass.
Don't drag it out. I want to play too, you know? Aye, that'll do.
Oh wow, there's more pages to this. Also, single 1 gives 100 and a 5 gives you 50 if you just have one. Okay, fine. Okay. I could do with 3 1s. That'd do nicely. Dice with a badge. Making only dice game more interesting by using a badge. If your opponent have a badge of the same level, tin, silver, or gold, you may use them during your game. Every badge has a different property that affects the rules of the game. You can find these properties in the badge description. Oh, I have no idea. That's new. Tin badges. Oh yeah, okay. We're not worrying about that in a minute. Oh, he's got all the ones.
That's enough for me. Your turn.
Well, he didn't score that much though. Okay. Let's risk keeping the 5s.
That's still all right.
Bust.
It'd be worse if you already had 3 1s.
If I had 3 1s, I'd just bail. Because apparently that's worth 1,000.
Here. Damn it!
Good. If he keeps playing badly, then I'm in with a chance. I mean, at this point, I might as well just take the 1. Take the 5 then.
You know you can throw again, right?
I know I can throw again, but it's so risky. Oh, he's just...
My God, I'm done.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That would be lovely, but not going to happen. He's won again. Has he got lucky with the 1s?
Let it be now. I want to play too, you know?
Well, unless by some miracle he now goes bust, he's already won because he only needs 50 points. Yeah, instantly won.
Ha! Ha ha! My lucky...
That's just great.
You can never...
Alright, let's carry...
One last try.
Come on then, show us what you can do. Unless you're playing for the first time.
Might as well take the 3 6s, I guess. 600 is better than nothing. Score and pass. Let's go for as much as possible, as quickly as possible. I like that the dog's watching us play.
Aye, that'll do. Here. No, that's as far as I go.
Ooh. I'll risk it because I haven't got many points there.
Afraid of anything.
It was worth doing. Right, score and pass. This is where he gets 3 1s and wins instantly again.
Aye, that'll do. Here.
He's still ahead of me. He is very lucky. That's 400. Still a bit short. I can have 450.
My lucky dice never fail. It's mine, friend.
He gets very, very lucky.
Let's...
I hope Lady Luck will be on my side.
Maybe you're not meant to win. I'm sure you can. He probably is hungry. We haven't eaten yet. Just give me loads of 1s so I can actually beat this guy.
If I was you, I'd take it.
Come on. I'll take the 5s then. Screw it. I'm not getting lucky dice rolls.
Aye, that'll do. My God.
I hate this
I'm
guy.
done.
That's multiple times he's got 3 1s in a row.
Nothing worth mentioning.
It's a piss take.
Great.
He's scoring higher and higher every time.
Alright.
Last try. Last try, and then I just give
We'll
up.
see whose side.
We're all going to be dead by morning, or they all are probably anyway, because we're going to get attacked by bandits, I think.
It looks pretty bad, eh?
Bust instantly. That is definitely the game taking the piss out of you, right?
Aye, that'll do. That's enough for me. Your turn.
Well, the sixes are nice at least. Take those and move on. He's done it again.
Wonderful. Ha ha! My lucky dice never fail.
I'm convinced he's cheating. Right.
Nah.
Yeah. Let's forget that.
Come on, Conrad.
What?
Let's throw a few dice.
Henry,
Love of God.
come here.
How many times do I have to tell you? I ain't playing with you.
Why not?
Because you cheat.
I do not.
You can give me a tip for the dice if you want.
Win then.
Henry,
That's an easy one. I always win.
Henry, what the fuck was that about?
What was what about?
With that captain? I thought they got us all. The way you provoked him.
I got carried away.
Well, I got a bit carried away.
Well, you shouldn't have. We're lucky they didn't shoot us down on the spot. Did you notice how many of them there were? You better keep your nose out of it next time.
I apologise. You're right.
That's all right. I understand how you feel. His tone got on my nerves too. And keep quiet tomorrow in front of von Berghoff. I'm here to do the talking. We'll deliver our message and fulfill our mission. If we arrange a truce with the League of
magical
Lords,
dice.
then Hanush will finally have to take me seriously. Well, since you're so sure of yourself, how about stretching our limbs a bit after that long journey? With a bit of swordplay.
You're in the mood for that after riding so long?
Certainly. So then, eh? Eh?
All right then. Just a bit of swordplay for the hell of it? Or shall we have a wager?
Let's save the wagers for later.
Oh, you afraid?
Keep the biting remarks to yourself. You've got armor on, so just grab your helmet. Here's a practice sword for you. Have that ready too.
Map, journal, inventory, play, blah, 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 blah. Yes. There we go. Now, from my little bit of swordplay earlier, and there's the cave. I will check that out in a minute. So, from the little bit of swordplay I did before, the combat seemed better than the previous game anyway. Less janky.
So, shall we start?
Did you deal with that dog of yours? I wouldn't want him gobbling up our supper while we're training.
Ah,
You're right.
he wants me to sort the dog out first.
Hang on a
Okay.
while.
That feels slightly deliberate that they've put that in, so we'll deal with the dog first. Thank you for the tip. You look really small suddenly, dog. A way to die. This cheating dice stuff is disgraceful. I like how the game told you about it as well as soon as you went into the dice thing.
How about playing one more time for that?
Why not? But you'll have no coin left for the tavern tomorrow. Today's my lucky day. I can feel it in my bones.
Okay, so that's the weighted one. It's giving me a 5. Okay. Interesting. Maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I should leave the weighted die there forever, rather than risk.
Well, you're not afraid of anything.
No, I'm crazy. I also didn't click both of those 5s there, but
Remind me not to play with you next time. No, that's as far as I go.
There's the weighted die. Oh. He keeps getting lucky. I'm convinced he's cheating. More than I am. I mean, I might as well take that.
Here. My God! Oh, come on!
Come on. Come on. This time. This time. Ooh. Lots of 2s. So close and yet so far. Apologies. Sneeze. This is where he now wins. He's going to put out a triple 1 again.
Here.
5s.
That's enough for me. Your turn.
Oh, I should win this. I should win this. Yeah. Finally! It only took me like 6 or 7
You
goes.
played well. Ah, what's to be done? A bet is a bet. Here's your ring.
I'll still owe you like 6 days worth of rounds at a bar, so I didn't do well out of it. Right. Here, now give me the sausage for my dog. You monster.
It seems Tankard can't tell a 5 from a 6. I won that ring off him.
You beat the boss.
Thank you for the tip.
Ah! You're a dab hand, Henry. Thanks. Will you give it to me? If I go home without it, the old woman will break her broom over my back.
What will you give me for it?
Well, all I've got here is some grub. Want a sausage? It's venison.
All right. And enough games. You won't easily find another mug who'll exchange a ring for a sausage.
Yeah. True enough.
Right then. Wait a minute, come here.
Here you go. Take it.
Actually, eats it off the floor. Just like my dog. She will also eat things off the floor. Do behavior. You can heal. Well, you heal about as well as my puppy does, so I guess I can't really complain, but I wouldn't really call that heal. I'd call that you're following me around just about. Right. You can go and
Free!
be free. Yes. Let's do this now. Wait, is my helmet still on? Yes.
Can we start with the sword play?
You've got your armor. Good. I won't hold back. Ready?
Where's your helmet? Oh, there we go.
Let's start.
Oh,
Draw
God.
the sword.
Hang on. Let's get warmed up. I'll attack you a few times. You defend.
Go ahead. Impress me. Is that the best you've got? I didn't even work up a sweat.
Oh, you will soon enough. A foe in plate armor has to be worn down.
Let's see it then. Attack properly now. A longer sequence.
Okay.
You want to wear me down like that?
Okay. This is much smoother than the previous game. Much, much smoother.
Enough!
Okay.
Now you're
Much
warmed up,
smoother.
eh?
Yeah. Much, much smoother.
But you're pretty winded yourself. While you're attacking, you still have to take care you have strength left to defend.
Now save the advice and try it yourself.
Gladly. On guard. Good.
Concentration. Ah.
Good. What are you doing? Cover. That's the way.
Okay. Timing is key.
Nice. Good.
Oh, that's enough. No one's ever won a duel just by blocking. You've got to make an opening to strike back. And you do that by means of a perfect block.
Perfect block, eh? You've become a real swordsman.
Start your attack then.
You're doing great, Henry.
Flash your blades.
Nice, Henry. Nice. But what about a riposte? Reckon you can manage that?
Why wouldn't I? Nothing to it. I just follow up a perfect block immediately with a strike. I'll show you.
Get ready. Why didn't you strike afterwards?
Because I was too slow at clicking.
Sweet. Nice.
Yeah, this is much better than the last game.
Well,
Much smoother.
you're not as good as Captain Bernard, but that wasn't bad.
Be sure to remember, if someone gives you a riposte, you can still fend it off with a perfect block. And it's best to follow up right away with your own riposte.
Yeah, right. But what if I want to attack in such a way that you can't make a perfect block?
Then it's best to attack at a spot where your opponent isn't covered. Where he's not holding his weapon. You defend, and I'll show you how.
All right, come on then.
Use the attack zones.
I was too slow. Nice.
Point for Henry.
Nice work, Henry.
I mean, obviously, it's a tutorial,
Alright,
but
alright.
just
I get
the
it.
combat itself
I
is much
see.
smoother.
Enough demonstrations and explanations.
Let's have one training duel to finish up, eh?
Indeed. And let's have a wager to spice things up. How about 100 groschen?
All right, 100 groschen it is.
Defend yourself!
Nice
Your first hit!
Wasn't fast enough. Oh. Low stamina. Need to recover some stamina.
That one hit the spot.
Much harder now he's actually going full speed. But certainly no complaints.
Oh, you haven't got a hope.
No. Yeah, I just don't have the stamina. It'll take some practice getting this again, especially at full speed.
Put up a fight at least. Oh, you haven't got a hope.
He'll be on his back.
Jesus! How did he do that?
You're supposed to be my bodyguard. And you've had it. I say the victor is clear. I'll get my winnings from you later. Now it's time to eat. Oh, that swordplay is going to be quite an appetite.
Is that dog alright there? Yeah, that's going to take some getting used to again, the combat, but I like how smooth it
Obvious,
is.
isn't it? Henry learned a lesson or two, and I won our bet. At least I'll have someone to buy me drinks in the tavern. It was almost like that time in Rattay.
That time we had a wager for your bow. How did it actually end up?
Henry, that was no time ago at all. Did you get a bang in the head? And of course, I won.
So much has happened since then. Feels like an eternity.
God's truth. We had no lack of excitement. Anyway, I kicked your ass because I'm a master with a bow.
Indeed. Almost as good as with your tongue.
Oats? What's this food supposed to be?
What's left of our supplies. Tomorrow we'll be at the castle, and we'll get some decent grub.
If you told us earlier, I could have shot a hare. And you could have cooked it like they did in the tavern the day before yesterday.
That tavern where you drank away all your coin?
Ha! You've got to have some fun.
And then you tried it on with the innkeeper's daughter when you were shit-faced.
She was pretty. A real peach. Admit it.
Only a fella was there.
I had to drag you out. I had to drag you apart. I cleared things up with her husband. Let's do I dragged you apart.
Dragging you apart was great fun. You were shit-faced, he was foaming at the mouth, and she was screaming like mad.
I was watching from the table, and I have to say, Henry, you dodged him pretty well. Did you catch a blow at all?
Aye, but nothing worth talking about.
He doesn't go down easy.
Ha! I've got nothing to regret. The whole world turns around wenches. Ain't that right, Henry?
Hmm?
You never gave us the goods on that lass of yours. What was her name now?
Teresa. She lived with that crook Peshek at the mill.
And she saved my life.
A brave girl.
Aye. She's a fine lass. And? Is she any good? Like, is she any good? Get me?
Brave, and that'll have to do you.
Brave.
We're Henry, so we're being polite.
She saved my life when I went back to Scallis, after it was raised to bury my parents, and a bunch of mercenaries attacked me. And that's all I'll say.
You know, this travelling isn't too bad.
Apart from the mosquitoes.
Aye. Apart from them.
Where were you yesterday evening, Henry? You were late for supper. That's not what I call watching over our Lord.
Hey, don't make trouble.
Ooh. So we can have a point for Houndmaster, or some points. Mutt caught a scent. I was with you the whole time. Stealth. I was looking for some shelter, survival. I needed a bit of peace and quiet. I kind of want to see what you can do with the dog,
Caught a
so...
scent. Ran off into the woods and wouldn't come back.
And what was it?
There's a footpath there with some derelict house at the end. Mutt was standing outside, barking like crazy. There was nothing inside but mouldy furniture and some burnt bones. So I calmed the poor pup down, and we came back to the camp.
He don't seem like no poor pup to me, especially after the way he came barking at me today.
And what about, time, sir? I mean, will we be getting any time off, sir?
It depends. Once von Berghoff hears us out, we should set off back home immediately.
What? Straight back on the road?
Well, we could stay a day or two, perhaps.
Does anyone know anything more about von Berghoff?
I've
Stay
already
silent.
told you all I know. Von Berghoff is a very important nobleman, the Royal Chamberlain. He administers the country for the king, collects taxes. It's like this. There's the king, then him, then a very big gap, and then me. And we are envoys sent to offer him an alliance.
I heard he insists on having the finest swords, and that he's got a big collection of all kinds of swords and daggers.
Collecting them ain't the same as knowing how to use them.
And is he any good at sword fighting? It ain't nothing easy to learn.
Okay. Sword, heavy weapons, unarmed, marksmanship. Gotta be swords, hasn't
Sword
it?
is the weapon of a master. Balanced, fast, and suitable for all situations. Of course, you have to train with it and try to improve your technique, but the result is worth it.
Aye, I get it. It was just a training fight. Pardon me.
Oh, swords, swords, swords. No doubt you're going to tell us again how the perfidious Ishvan Toth stole your sword. And I thought you'd come round to thinking about other things.
That sword is the only reminder I had of Pa. We forged it together, just before he was slain. But that's another matter. I suppose you've heard enough of that, eh?
Well, you know.
No, it's all right.
Well, I wouldn't want to be in Ishvan's shoes if you ever come face to face with him again.
What? So Radzig ain't dead, though?
Enough, enough. Otherwise we'll be here for hours again hearing how Martin the Smith raised him even though Radzig is his real father. It's complicated, and let's leave it at that. No offense.
Who helped me tomorrow with getting supplies for the journey back?
We rolled dice for it, and I won, so Conrad goes.
What are you on about?
Enough. Oath, you're no fun at all. There'll be a feast at the castle tomorrow, so forget about supplies.
Anyone for another helping? There's plenty left. Maybe even a bit for morning. Hmm?
No thanks. I must wash myself down a bit.
My words exactly. We can't turn up at Trotsky tomorrow in this state.
Let's go and strip, Henry. Fellas, come and help us get out of this armor.
Are you really going to bathe here, Sir Hans? You don't look none too safe a spot to me.
Oh, don't be such an old woman, Oates. Bring some wine to warm our blood.
I was going to say, there's a lot of high points around here for an archer or a crossbow.
Yeah, we're not on a trip to the baths here, Sir Hans.
Henry's right, sir. Duty first, fun later.
God's wounds. I haven't been away from Rattay in ages. So, here, I intend to live a little. Blasted iron shirt. Oh, what a relief. I feel like I've just shed 40 pounds.
You probably did. Oh, where's the wine?
Christ. Will I ever live to see his young lordship finally grow up? He's got a good heart, but he doesn't have the sense that he was born with.
Well, responsibility will catch up with him soon enough, though.
There's more chance of me becoming a monk.
Look at the state of those shorts.
You fit for a king.
Whew. You were right about our stench.
Let's hope this water isn't too cold. You wouldn't want your pride and joy shrinking.
I'm more worried about it being too deep.
Come on.
It was very amusing watching the live action of these two going around places like Prague.
What's the matter?
He is women.
Females! Let's go to them.
Sir Hans!
Oh, shut up and let's go. But quietly. We don't want them to spot us.
Hans!
How are we not covered in battle scars from the last game?
Head down, Henry. We've got to sneak closer. Follow me. Carefully. No sudden moves. Don't give us away. Stop fooling around. Keep your head down. Hear that singing? They must be close. Stick to me, blockhead.
Hear that? Do you think they might be bathing? Come on, let's get closer.
I think they're not going to appreciate us sneaking up on them in our underwear. I could be wrong.
Shit! One of them's doing laundry. We have to get closer to the others. Only she's blocking our way, right in our path. Damn it! Throw a stone in the water near her to lure her away. Once she notices it, we'll hurry along the other side.
Okay, tutorial. G, throw a pebble. Okay, closer to her apparently.
What was that sound? What was that?
It
All
worked.
right.
She's not going to hear us doing this behind her. What game am I playing right now? It's going to be like some nuns or something.
Go even closer, but carefully.
Pána je u muziky, směje se na chasníky, ty jen pijou jedí, Pána sama sedí, aleluja, domine, aleluja.
Combat.
Henry, I told you to...
Oh dear.
Stay down, for fuck's sake.
You're not got your armor on. You're not got weapons. Had a feeling they were all going to die. I was right.
Don't be a fool, Henry. We don't stand a chance. We'll wait till they're gone, and then head back to camp. Maybe some of our men got away.
Hey! What the fuck are you doing? Hey! Hands off her, you brute! What the hell's going on here? Let her go, you pigs! That bastard's with them!
Fucking hell! You couldn't just leave it be, could you? Come on! Run!
Catch them! Enough, I said! What the fuck? She's mine!
Killed his own man.
What are you gaping at? Shoot! Well, don't just stand there, you
He did disobey orders, to be fair.
On the fence!
Christ! When did you learn to swim?
I think we're just finding out that he can't swim. No, the opening to this chloride is not going well for us.
Oh, Mott.
At least the dog survived.
What was that, Henry? You're rescuing a damsel in distress.
I'm done with running.
Oh,
I've got an arrow in my back.
really? And what exactly do you call... Oh, shit. Oh, you've been hit.
What? Oh, shit.
Well, we can't leave it like this.
No, wait!
Ah, fuck! We've got to flee. Can you walk?
Yeah,
I'll manage. And lead the way.
You pull yourself together.
Unfortunately, we're not much of a warlord yet. You're a wanted man.
We'll get out of the woods and find someone. Then we'll get that shoulder of yours fixed up. So, how far is Trotsky? There's someone in front of us. Down.
Sneaky, sneaky.
Got that? Call out as soon as you see them. And then kill them. No fucking around. You, watch the middle of
That's interesting. I don't know a lot about Bohemian history.
Go this way. Go around. You two, go up there. Get a move on. You watch this side of the rocks. And you, go to the pond.
I'm impressed they managed to come all the way to this side of the water to find us already. Guess they had horses.
Come back and give me a full report.
Sacre! He'll see us. We'll have to wait.
Do you honestly think they
Get
can
to
swim
work.
all the fucking way across?
Shut up, or the chief will hear you. It's still easier here than that skirmish on the other side. Snubbling about in the pitch blacks. Will all your talk does it blind you? Leave it out. Catching the naked men before us. Better than getting killed in this skirmish.
Just keep looking the other way. Excellent. I love a tutorial.
We've got to get to that tree trunk up ahead, quietly. There's more of them up top. Fuck!
Oh, that's interesting, Conrad.
I played dice against Lefty
They're coming
yesterday.
here!
Shouldn't you
Stand
be keeping
still!
watch instead?
You reckon we'll find them, do you? If they try to swim across the pond...
Run! Quick!
Somewhere on the bank, not here. Why are we moving down instead of being high up? No chance in shit from there.
No, no, fuck, they're in front of us! Quick, into the rocks!
Kurva! They're fleeing into the rocks! Hurry!
I don't like the fact they saw us.
Around! We'll catch them at the top!
Oh, we can go up that way. Surely.
What now?
This way?
They're
Shit!
here!
Take cover!
Run ahead of them!
Did you just wait for them to get to the top before you decided to run?
Fuck's sake.
I like the little rabbit that appears at the top of the hair.
Here! Damn it, they're everywhere! What are we
Yes.
gonna do? How should I know? We can't go climbing into the rocks at night when we can't see shit.
But they'll catch us.
Oh, you don't say, genius.
Calm down for fuck's sake.
Stop it! This isn't going to help us. You know what? Go and look into that gorge behind me and see if there's a way forward. Then come back to me. At least we'll know if it makes sense to go that way. If we can get out of the rocks. I'll stay here meanwhile and watch out for them.
This way? That would be a no. Have I just managed to get myself caught? Almost.
Ah, fuck. Where's Capon? He must have fled from them through the other gorge. I have to find him. Hans! Hey, Hans!
This way, I guess.
Where is he?
Gotta be this way. That'd be a dead end. Should have stuck to the path.
Oh, this looks like a way out. Hans!
Yeah. Oh, God, we found each other. I didn't manage to warn you when those soldiers popped up in front of me. I only just avoided being seen. And I only found my way out of those bloody rocks a while ago.
Slide down here. Oh, shit. Quick fight.
You're a dead man!
Okay.
I'm all yours!
I mean, I'm injured. Got him. Pretty sure I just stabbed him. Oh, there we are. How did that happen? I'm fairly sure I was winning that fight.
You know the trouble with an adventurous life, son? It can end before it gets started. I might teach you how to handle a sword, and then someone will shoot you with a crossbow as soon as you set foot outside the house. If you want
Flashback.
to convince someone that they're wrong, try using your mouth and not your fists. We did a fine job.
You're quite knowledgeable on that stuff, Chloride.
Being a blacksmith might bring no glory, but it has its benefits. Like keeping your head on your shoulders. Pa. Now, come now. I was the one who raised you, but you know how things really are. Am I dead? Not yet. I'm dead, though.
If I'm not, then how come?
You chose a different path than I wanted for you. And maybe that's how it was meant to be. But once you've chosen the path of adventure, you have to fight. You have to fight till the bitter end, with all the strength you can muster. You still have a long way to go till your work is done, Henry. So pull yourself together and wake up. It's not over yet.
For the love of God, wake up! Pull yourself together, Henry. Oh, thank Christ. Oh, I thought you were done for.
Where am I?
Well,
You dropped out of the sky like a shot-down hawk.
That is a hell of a drop.
And that fellow landed with you. You broke your fall nicely, otherwise you'd have ended up the same as him.
What are you wearing?
Well, you won't be needing it. We can't be running naked through the woods. And if you're capable of running at all...
And where's Mutt?
I've no idea. Just don't worry about your dog. He can look after himself. Like, we've got to disappear. Like, come on, I'll help you up.
The dog won't be far behind. I'm enjoying the camera work.
How are you holding up?
Not bad.
It's not so bad.
I mean, I took an arrow in the back and I've fallen off a small cliff.
As long as
I'm still alive, so...
As long as you talk, I know you're hanging in there. What are you staring at?
They're here. Sigismund's army.
The only army here is the one-man army of Sir Hans Capel. Jesus, don't do this to me. Pull yourself together and let's go. We have to go.
Might be a bit worse than I thought I was.
But the gate is closed.
Don't worry, my name will open any gate.
Fuck.
What's the matter?
Skalitz is in flames. We're gonna die here.
You survived Skalitz, and you'll survive this. Come on!
Bianca.
Come on!
They've done a really good job with this scene. I'm very impressed.
Father?
Listen to me, Hal. Listen carefully. Take the sword, go into the house, and grab anything else important from the trunk. Go to the castle.
Easy, Henry.
Hurry. And what about you?
Are you mad?
Mother is in the village. I'll fetch her and we'll follow right behind.
I'll go with you.
No. You do what
Come
I
on.
say right now. Give the sword to
For
someone.
Christ's sake!
If it happens, you'll take
Come
care of you.
on! Oh, you can hardly stand, damn it. But we'll make it together. You'll see. Henry, focus. Henry,
You two definitely know your stuff. I'm reading out the corner of my eye.
please. There's nobody here. You're just imagining things. Don't give in to it. Hang in there. We'll make it together. You'll see. You're a warrior. You can do this. It's all right, Henry. I've got you. Just a little further.
Starting this game as we started the last one.
Henry.
Badly injured.
Wake up.
The linden tree. Just like Father always wanted.
No, we can't stop.
And Pa. Dead. They're all dead.
But we aren't yet. Henry, a light. Look,
I see it.
we've got to go.
I see the light.
Genuinely impressed he can walk at this point.
Hold on. Hold on. We. Greetings, good wife. Fear not. We mean you no harm. My friend needs help. Please.
Right. I'll see what I can do for him. Let's have a look at you. It's all right.
My parents. They're...
That was just a dream, Henry. We're in the woods. We were ambushed. But don't worry. We'll get you fixed up right as rain.
Now I've got you, whore sons.
Think you get strong?
Hey, lad. Are you alive, lad?
I mean, it was the right question to ask, but... Just recapping the last game for you, everyone. I think it's nice to put this in.
I took the scallops. They burned it to the ground. Slaughtered everyone. Who?
Who burned it to the ground?
A huge army. They attacked without warning.
Get all the people inside the gates. We have to prepare for the worst. Make all the necessary arrangements.
I am Sir Marquardt von Aulitz. I come in the name of Sigismund of Luxembourg, King of Hungary and Croatia.
Get up now. There's work to be done.
Mother?
I ain't your ma, laddie. Oh, may all the saints be praised. I was afraid you'd never wake up again.
What? Where am I?
Where would you be? Here in my cabin, where you and that pal of yours burst in last night. Slowly, lad. Slowly.
And without antibiotics, we now die of an infection.
What happened? What about Hans?
He's taken care of for now, but he was on the edge there for a bit. And so were you, lads, so calm yourself. Last night you were 1 foot in the grave already. You were lucky you happened to turn up here.
Well, I have to talk to Hans.
You won't get much out of him now. He's lost a lot of blood and he has a fever.
What happened to him?
That cutthroat that followed you fellas cut him up bad. Hans was fighting him outside, then he came staggering in, said something about Fortuna and collapsed on the floor.
But you'll help him, won't you?
God willing. Well, I managed to pull you out of death's grip, so maybe I'll be blessed again. I'll go check on him as soon as I'm done with you. How are you feeling?
There's no part of me that doesn't hurt. inside and out. Mostly my shoulder where I took an arrow.
Little wonder then. But you're conscious and talking. That's a good sign. Ah, your shoulder is looking a lot better. I did my best, but I don't see good no more, especially at night. So I didn't do the best job. It just wouldn't stop bleeding. And now you've moved about, it started up again. Take this and bandage it up. Not much else we can do with it now.
Thanks. I reckon I can manage that. But I need to get a breath of fresh air to clear my head.
You slept through half of God's bright day, lad. So, if you feel up to it, go ahead. At least we'll see how steady you are on your feet. While you're at it, you can stop by the trough and wash all that nasty grime off of yourself. I found an old tunic. Put it on so you don't catch a chill. It gets cold here by the water. No doubt you'll be famished and need a bite to eat. There's some
Hungry.
hot soup in the pot on the
Speaking
fire.
of food.
If that ain't enough, I put some bread and cheese on the table outside for you. And you'll find some of our home-brewed liquor there, too, in case you need bucking up. Don't overdo it, though.
I won't. Thanks a lot. May God reward you 1,000-fold.
Let's go get drunk.
What's your name, by the way?
Bushena's my name.
I'm Henry.
I know. Hans told me. I'll go and check on him. When you're done with everything, come and see me and we'll figure out what to do next.
Terrible fall. Miraculously, you survived the terrible fall. But you lost several main level skill and perk points due to your extensive injuries. You have no choice but to recover and regain them gradually later in the game. Oh, in other words, get fucked, you're starting from scratch. You swines. Bleeding gradually depletes your life. Stop bleeding open eye and return and apply bandages. How many do I need to do? 100%. There we go. Is that it for now? Okay.
Bandage it up quick before I bleed out.
Fine. Let's have some food. Pour potion? Don't want to pour a potion in there. I want to eat some food, though.
That's really good. So good I wouldn't say no to some more. Aye. True bliss is a full belly.
Okay. I suppose I should put the tunic on. Okay. Aha! Growler, another dog. And he is very dead. Let's loot him. Don't know what to do with the body, though. I'll leave him there for now. Hello, doggo. You're not my dog. Proper toilet. I'm exploring. There's nothing here, probably, but that was good to have a look. Let's get washed up.
I feel like a new man.
Bread. Yoink. That's how you save the game. I remember. Saved by sleeping in your bed or drinking that. Ooh.
Seems Bujana isn't some quack. She's got a damn good setup here.
Alchemy bench. Why, hello there. Can't use it yet, but interesting.
I did what you asked.
And you didn't faint while doing it. I'm pleased, Henry. I had to pour a whole Lethean potion into you last night. That's what I call medicine. It can either put a dead man back on his feet, or make sure he never gets up again. So consider yourself lucky.
I will. But what about Capon?
Well, he's less lucky. That brute really knocked him about before Hans beat the life out of him.
Is there any way I can help? I owe it to Capon, and I want to do whatever I can.
You owe him, all right. I've got a bit of that Lethean potion left. It ought to work wonders on him, same as on you. But I can't just give it to him now. First, we have to deal with that fever. The best and fastest remedy for that is chamomile decoction. Luckily, it ain't too hard to brew, but we'll need some fresh sage for it. And, of course, chamomile. You ought to be able to manage that. You've got young legs and eyes, and I reckon a bit of a stroll would do you good.
I know about herbs.
Easy as pie. I can do that. Ma used to put sage in sauces and served it with meat. I'll check the kitchen.
Gross wounds. Try thinking with your head and not just stomach. We need freshly picked sage, not some dried herb, so listen up. Sage has a purple blossom and chamomile has white petals with a yellow center. At the back of the hut, there's a footpath leading up to the rocks. You go along there till you reach a sort of small meadow. You ought to find both of them there.
Great. I'll be back in a jiffy with a couple of handfuls.
All right. I'll be glad if you get back here soon. I don't feel right being here with that corpse in my yard. Seeing him lying there gives me chills. I can't think straight.
I understand. It makes me anxious too. Maybe I could manage to bury him somewhere. Or at least hide him somewhere further off in the woods.
The Lord be praised. I'd be truly glad of that. Do you feel up to it, laddie? You ain't in the best of shape, and digging a grave's a tough job, even for a healthy fella.
Not to worry. I'll see what I can manage. It's on account of us that he's here anyway. I wouldn't want you to have any more trouble. And a bit of effort, even if it's a dirty job, is the least I owe you.
He looks surprisingly well for someone who's not well.
If you can manage it, good. But don't overstrain yourself. And thanks.
Where should I put him?
Grab the spade by the dung pile and bury him by the creek. The soil will be softer there, so it should be easier. When you head out the gate, follow your nose. Find a good spot somewhere in the reeds and nettles. And when you're done with that, better have a wash, so's you don't have the stench of death on you.
True. I'll bear that in mind.
I'll sort out the rest with Ignatius, the gravedigger, when he comes by again, so's I don't have that wretch lying here till Judgment Day.
All right. I'll get to it.
His breathing's pretty weak.
Okay. Torch. St. John's Warts, marigolds. Nice spade. Grab the body. I am mighty. I can pick up a whole human. even though I probably shouldn't be able to. That's a pig or a wild boar. Now, is it just rolling in the mud? Yes, it is just rolling in the mud. Fair enough. I wondered if it was in a trap or something.
Ah, shit! Oh, my shoulder. Oh, this bastard's hard work. I'll put him down somewhere for a while so I can start digging.
Where's my spade? There we go. Can I equip that? Apparently not. Just start digging, okay. Cutscene moment. I thought I'd actually have to get out and dig. I already looted him, so... Bury. There we go. That was quite a bit of arduous work. Yeah, okay. You look very tasty. Well, you would do once you're cooked. And then she said I have to wash myself. Splendid. And then we need to go and get this stuff.
Damn, my shoulder still hurts like hell. Maybe now it'll tell me when it's gonna rain.
I guess this is a meadow? Let's gather everything we find because it'll all come in handy at some point. Oh. Sage.
Purple flower. Sage. There we go.
And chamomile.
That's it. Chamomile. Right. I've got all the herbs I need. So back to Bajena on the double. The sooner Hans gets that remedy, the better.
There's certainly loads of herbs up here. There's a bench up here as well. I need to go back quickly, but... It is a very pretty game, isn't it? Movement still feels slightly janky at times, but nothing like the first game. Is that mutt?
What's that
Probably.
such a fuss about? Could something have happened at Bajena's? Should have some weapon at hand, in case there's any foul play.
Who've been pillaging around the domain. They slaughtered some knight and his company yesterday down by the pond. Two of them fled and they must be hiding here somewhere.
I mean... I don't have a weapon. Put a torch on, I guess. No, that's not a weapon.
In the rocks. What do you know about it?
Oh! The axe, of course.
And we're looking for those murderers. Hey, you! What do you want? Come here and tell me who you are, or I'll drum it out of you. Lord von Bergov
sent us to find the renegades who ambushed some knights company down by the pond yesterday. A couple of them fled and are hiding out here in the rocks. So tell me who you are and what you know about it.
I was going to say, you don't look like his men.
You're from Lord von Berghoff. You don't look like it.
Kurva! Watch your tongue with me, boy. When I say we're from von Berghoff, then we're from fucking von Berghoff. Who else would we be from anyway? You can talk to me or talk to Cold Steel. Who the hell are you? And what are you doing here?
Not very friendly. Well, none of these are particularly good, and we don't have particularly high scores on any of them, do we? We can try a lie. Or we just say we're messengers and we were ambushed. And we start threatening. There's two of them though, so I don't think they're going to be scared of us.
I'm Henry
Let's try
of Skalitz.
being
I'm
honest.
accompanying Sir Hans Capon on a mission to deliver an important letter to Lord von Berghoff. We were the ones who were ambushed yesterday by the pond. And Sir Hans isn't fit to travel now. Please report to Trotsky that we'll come as soon as we can. And have them send us horses and some clothing. And an escort will be good too.
Shit, how about that? I didn't expect you to fall for it so easily. I was kidding you before, but I reckon you figured that out, eh? We'll take your Sir Hans with us. But we've no need of you. Farewell, Henry of Skalitz.
Hey,
This'll
you!
be quick, boy.
What are you...
This'll be quick, boy. Ah! 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 Ah!
Oh, you ain't getting away if I can help it. Please tell me you're still down here somewhere. Is he gone? Oh, where's my bow and arrow when I need one? Ah, you swine. He's gonna go and get help now. Now I've got another body to get rid of. Ooh, door and chest keys. Yes. Just gonna take everything. That's really annoying.
Did they hurt you?
No, but I think they would
I'm just
have
gonna
if
kill
you
my way
weren't
through
coming
Bohemia.
on.
It's fine.
Sorry. I reckon it was one of those who followed us yesterday.
Look here. I almost got slaughtered twice in one day on account of you two. God be praised that my Pavlena wasn't here. Heaven knows what they'd have done to her. So, I'd like to know why all this is happening. Your friend was talking in a delirium in the night, saying you was knights. But if you two are knights, then I'm the Queen of Sheba.
Well,
Might as well tell her.
I must bow to your
Tell
leadership.
everyone else.
Sir Hans is the young lord of Leiper and Perkstein. I'm Henry of Skalitz, son of Sir Radzig Cobbler, and I'm his bodyguard. We were heading to Trotsky to deliver a message from Sir Hanish of Leiper and Margrave Jobst to Lord von Berghoff. But we were ambushed by bandits yesterday down by the pond, and you already know the rest. And as God is my witness, we're no bandits. I swear to you, I'm thankful to you for saving us. And I'm sorry it caused you trouble.
Well, you sound sincere, so I'll take your word for it. I hope I won't live to regret it.
You're probably gonna get killed.
I promise you.
Promises are made to be broken, but thank you for dealing with them. Except I have another corpse in my yard.
Don't worry. I reckon I've still got a bit of strength left. I ought to be able to manage it before evening.
I'd be eternally grateful to you. But be careful while you're at it. You don't want to open that wound or strain yourself.
What about Sir Hans? How's he doing?
He's holding up, I'd say. I treated his wounds and I'll change his bandages shortly. But what he needs most now is that remedy. Have you got everything for it?
Here. Chamomile and sage, like you said.
Excellent. Now to brew the potion from them. I gave you two the last of my supply during the night. But fresh is best anyways. It's a shame my daughter Pavlena ain't back yet. She'd get it done in a jiffy. But we'll just have to manage without her. But you can do it too. It ain't nothing hard. My eyes are so bad, it'd take me all day. But at least I can tell you how to go about it.
All right, I'll try. But I'm not sure how to do it.
I told you, I'll explain everything. I have a book here with the recipe, but it'll be better if I tell you. I know it by heart.
I can read as well as any man, if that's what you mean.
My word. Maybe you really are a noble son.
I'll take the book just in case, but if you give me some advice, I'd be grateful.
Of course. Everything we need is in the hut. Let's get to it.
New codex entry. Brew a healing potion.
Everything's
okay.
prepared. There's an alchemy bench in the alcove. Go to it and we'll get started. First, go to the recipe book. Now find the recipe for chamomile decoction and remember what you have to do. Then get back to the bench and we'll start.
Okay. Oh, okay. So that takes us to different parts of the book. I can't do A and D at the minute. So I need 2 chamomile and one of the other.
If you've read the recipe, get back to the bench.
Grind the sage and add it. Okay.
All right. First, you have to pour the right base into the cauldron. Choose the right pitcher from the shelf on the left, according to the recipe.
Oh. I need the right base as well. Wine. How much are we making?
So,
Hey,
what did you
Pamalan.
pour in there?
Wine, of course. Like it says in the book.
Glad to hear it. Now try moving the cauldron over the flame, so you know how it looks when it starts boiling a bit.
Move down.
Hear that bubbling? It's boiling. Remember that well. For most potions, you just have to simmer the herbs for a bit. But sometimes you need to get it good and hot. So you have to get the fire blazing under the cauldron using the bellows. Try fanning it with the bellows to get it boiling.
Bellows is Q.
It's boiling. To keep it going, you mustn't stop with the bellows. If you want to cool it down quick, take it off the flames. Try it. Move the cauldron up. Good. Now we'll start with the brewing. Get all the herbs that you need ready. The ones you picked. Put them there on the shelf, so you've got them at hand.
Okay.
All right, let's get to it. First, throw 2 handfuls of chamomile into the cauldron.
I'm impressed they've went to this length.
Turn the sand glass so you know how long you're brewing it. It's got to be exact. Every grain of sand counts. See? When the sand has flowed out, that's 1 turn. That's how long you have to boil the chamomile. Move the cauldron to the fire and wait until it starts bubbling. Then turn the sand glass. As soon as the sand runs out, take the cauldron off the fire again.
Okay.
Ain't that enough? Take the cauldron off the flames. All right. Now, take 1 handful of sage, grind it with a mortar and pestle, and drop it in the cauldron.
Do you love a mortar and pestle?
Have you ground it? Good. Now, drop it in the cauldron. You don't have to boil it anymore. All you have to do now is decant it. Get a phial and pour it in.
One of these. Pour.
Done. Now, let's see what you've brewed.
Something toxic, probably. Strong chamomile brew.
Here it is.
Well, now, judging by the smell, I'd say you brewed it perfectly. Thanks for your help, Henry.
Happy to help.
This should help Hans get better. I'll take care of it now.
All right. Is there anything else I can do to help?
Well, if you feel up to it, I'd be right grateful to you if you was to rid me of that damn corpse what's lying there the whole time.
Sure. I'll do the best I can.
When you're done with that, go get some sleep. You won't miss anything, and you need the rest after everything that happened.
I could go for something to eat now.
Always hungry. We're back to that, are we? From the first game. Always hungry.
Not much more I can do now. It's up to you.
Right then. Let's get rid of the second person that's died in her front garden today. Sure the chickens weren't here before. You alright, Bamalam, by the way? You haven't missed too much if you've only just joined. Mostly us getting our asses kicked and basically brought back to where you would normally start a game in terms of our capability. Ah. Let's dig into the grave. Maybe we should just have a grave digging mini game.
Fuck. Ah, this damn shoulder. Oof.
Being shot on the shoulder, and I'm stood digging graves for people and carrying bodies about. And we go to sleep, and there's going to be an army arrive at the doorstep, probably. "12 hours sleep. Sounds good."
A sword such as this will bring honor to its bearer.
True, Sir Radzik. If I'd have had its like back in Nicopolis, things would have worked out differently.
It's the bad guy.
Where's my fucking sword?
And I found it. Everything I take now will be mine. And I plan to take everything.
Rotten hell!
Why would I miss one sword?
Because it's the last one my father forged, and I promised him I'd deliver it to you.
Stronger dog fucks the bitches. And war is a nasty business.
Yeah, it's good so far.
Where's my fucking sword?
You know what? I think I'll keep it. As a memento.
This isn't over. I'll find you!
Yeah!
It's doing this sort of recap dream thing at the moment.
Disappoint me.
Wake up, Henry. It's past sunrise.
Hallelujah. I thought you'd never wake. Were you having a nightmare?
Bad dreams. You must be Pavlena, right?
That's right. I came in the evening while you were asleep. Ma told me what happened to you. Then I helped Ma take care of your friend that night?
Hans? He's alive. How is he?
Have no fear. He's alive, all right. Maybe too alive. Ma knows what she's doing, and that's the truth. I reckon she could bring the dead back to life. She said she dosed you with the strongest remedies she knows, and it looks like they did the trick. On that other fella for sure. Since he came to this morning, he hasn't stopped talking.
Yeah, that sounds like him, all right.
And what about you? How do you feel?
Definitely better than yesterday. Thanks.
That's good. Ma will be glad. But I heard you yelling in your sleep and went to check on you. Bad dreams?
I dreamt of Istvan Toth, a villainous, murderous whoreson who stole my sword. The last memento I had of my father, and I swore to get that sword back and avenge my parents.
Oh, that oath must be serious if it even torments you in your sleep. Dreams shouldn't be taken lightly. They can have real meaning, however hard they are to understand. What strikes you as the most important part of your dream?
I was not expecting to have this conversation at this point in the game, but okay. A beautiful maiden. The sword.
The last thing Pa forged before they murdered him.
He's obsessed with it.
Sounds strange, but I feel his soul won't find peace until that sword is back in our family.
It doesn't sound strange at all. And swords are a symbol of kings. It could mean power and responsibility. Or war and ruin. After all, a sword has two edges, and it depends who's wielding it.
Thanks, Pavlina. I never thought of looking at it like that. It's a lot to think about.
You're welcome. But remember, it's only my reading. The only one who can really understand you is you yourself.
I expect you're right. So in the end, all the hard work will be on me. But this is all too much heavy thinking at once. Right now, what I need more is a little sunshine and fresh air.
Aye, that's the best remedy for many ailments. And a full stomach will help too. Breakfast is on the table, and I've got something else for you too. Come along, and we must save Ma from the clutches of his lordship.
Perk points. Am I allowed perks now? In the player tab, you find all the important information, you get the perk points. Not that I have any idea where I'm going to put my perk points and stuff yet, but yes. Remember this. Main level, strength, agility, vitality, speech. I put points in agility and speech. Main level is okay. Secondary stuff. Skills, combat, combos, buffs, reputation. I'm not going to do anything at the moment, I guess. Showtime, minimum level 8. I have 11 points available. These must be ones I already have, and these are the ones I can choose. I have no idea what to take at this point, though. What can I get for the dogs? Lifesaver. So that's where it will defend you in battle, but we've already got that. Hunt. Command the mutt to... Ooh. No, I don't learn it right now. Fine. And search. Body heat. Oh, when seeing the one, unless your dog keeps you warm. Okay. Loyal companion. Mutt flees. Time it takes for him to come back is shorter. Charming companion. Oh, charisma increase. Hellhound. More threatening. Bark. Dog's best friend. Defender. Rip and tear. Sick 'em. I really appreciate that. That's a nice selection of stuff. I'm glad you've got the dog now. Wherever it is, it's not here at the minute. And then we've got these that we can get at some point as well. Silver tongue. That's haggling prices. That was always fun. I'm going to learn that perk, just to say I've learned something as part of the tutorial. Let's grab some food before we go out. But yes, really enjoying it so far. The combat is much better in this one than the previous game. It flows a lot better.
Look who's finally up! Henry! Come and... Good morning, Henry! You have no idea how glad I am to see you. Come join our banquet in the midst of these exquisite woods.
I'm glad to see you too. I see you're in a surprisingly good mood for someone who was at death's door yesterday.
All the more cause for merrymaking! Even this water now tastes like the finest wine.
Of course. I did bring it all the way from the spring.
And for that, I am in your debt, fair maid. And I'm grateful to you too, Henry. Bojena told me what happened here yesterday. That's the 3rd time you've saved my life. I suppose I'll have to give you some estate or something.
The 3rd time? What in God's name happened the first 2 times?
Now, Henry, don't make her beg. Tell this good maiden of your heroic deeds.
Well, there was this time when me and Hans had some fisticuffs in the tavern, and for punishment, I had to accompany him on the hunt.
And I shot a boar.
And made it mad. And when Hans chased after the wounded animal, he got caught by a human patrol.
Humans?
They come from somewhere in Hungary. Sigismund brought them here to Bohemia as mercenaries. They're a very dangerous bunch.
I told you about them, though. The fellas in the tavern in Zheleyov were saying there's some foreigners like that camping in the rocks down by the pond.
What?
It's just what I heard.
Whoa, that's all we need. I hope they don't turn up here. But what could us two do alone against them?
What could they want from us? But if they did come here to rob us, I'd shoot enough arrows into them to make them think twice. But the thing I want to know is, how did it end up with young Sir Hans?
Well, as I said, they took him captive.
Well, there must have been 10 of them. I hadn't a chance.
You must have been seeing double. As I recall, there were 2.
That just proves how well you can count. Besides, they were armed to the teeth and had bows and armor. It might as well have been 10.
Whatever. Anyway, with a bit of luck, I managed to free Sir Hans.
Why the modesty? You got them. Maybe a stroke of luck, but as we know, al dentes...
Fortuna juvat.
See now, you've finally learned it.
What?
It's just this kind of motto of ours. Fortune favors the bold.
Maybe they're really telling the truth about who they are. Who but a lord or a priest could know Latin? And priests they ain't. I can tell.
And as I recall, you already got a pony from Uncle Hanosh as a reward for saving me. Your pebbles. So I'll save myself a few groschen.
But you never gave me anything for Talmberg.
For Talmberg? What was that about then?
The foe took the castle by subterfuge, and we planned a counterattack.
Under the cloak of darkness, we scaled the mighty walls of Talmberg Castle to get inside and open the portcullis to our brothers in arms who were poised and ready to attack.
And we almost succeeded. Only, along the way, Sir Hans here took an arrow to his noble seat.
Seat? He got shot in the backside.
My upper thigh, actually.
Backside it was. But that's no joke either. It's not easy to run with an arrow stuck in your arse. If I hadn't carried him...
I admit it, you saved my arse.
Well, now, you two have been through a thing or two. As far as I can tell, it really was his backside and not his thigh. I examined Hans and saw the scar for myself. But I reckon you paid off part of your debt the other day, sir.
True enough. Hey, how did you manage to get the best of that cutthroat the other night when you hauled me here?
To be honest, by a stroke of luck. We were fighting outside, but that fucker got a hold of his falcon and let me have it in the guts. I thought I was done for, but I groped around and found a pail and whacked him with it with the last of my strength. And luckily I hit him a nice crack right on the noggin. Can't remember a thing after that.
My word. Fortune really does favour you. You chose your motto well.
Once we get back to Ratai, I'll have it inscribed on my shield.
Do tell. What else did the two of you encounter?
Quite a lot of things, but I'm afraid we don't have much time for storytelling right now. We came here on an important mission, and we cannot afford to dally any longer. We have to get to Trotsky as soon as we can. How far is it from here?
Not far. Once you climb the hill above Zheleov, you'll see the castle.
All right. I think we should get on our way as soon as possible.
I'll prepare a bit of food for you, for your journey.
Oh, Bozhena, I don't know how to thank you for all this.
Ah, but I do. Once we've settled our business with von Bergov, I shall reward you as befits a knight. You have my word of honor.
Now you've got me curious. I never got a knight's word before.
For a start, you can leave me that axe and spade. We can't manage without them.
Yes, of course. And thanks for everything you've done, Bozhena.
I have something for you, Henry. Ma had trouble because of you, but I know you didn't do it on purpose, and you protected her when she needed it. I want to thank you for that. Take this potion. It will help when you're in danger or don't know which way to turn. Have a little sip each time, and it'll save you a lot of trouble. You'll see. It's not all that hard to brew. With a bit of practice,
Quick save.
you can manage it yourself.
Thanks, Pavlana. This'll come in handy.
No doubt. But we'd better get going now.
Hans is right. We're very glad we met you. And we're obliged to you for your help and hospitality. God bless you.
And you too, sirs.
I
As
really
Henry
need to eat
says,
something.
may God bless you for your generosity and your healing arts. And you have rightfully earned the gratitude of the House of Lipa for all time. If you should ever find yourself in need, the doors of Perkstein shall always be open to you.
Thank you, sir. Though, I'm not sure I could find the way to Perkstein. Hopefully we'll never need to take up your offer. Sorry for coming.
Hang on. I think it's a good time to actually put some other items on. Even if it doesn't, even if I am covered in blood. Maybe that's not such a good idea.
Late, Ma. I got held up in Troskovitz.
I'm gonna wash myself a bit. I don't know if that'll help the clothing though. Oh, awesome. It does clean the blood off. Happy days.
He charges nearly twice as much as we do.
Nothing against the hospitality of the good women folk here, but I want to get to Trotsky Castle right away.
I was going to say, what about everyone
The rest
else?
of our company. Could someone else have got away?
You saw for yourself. They didn't stand a chance. But you're right, we shouldn't just leave it at that. As soon as we get to Trotsky, I'll make sure they get a proper Christian burial and their souls find peace.
And when we get back to Ratai, we'll have a mass served for them.
You're right. They were damn good lads. I've known Oates since childhood. Damn it.
I do love the story. What about my
Not
dog?
much. He's bound to be looking for us, and we can't just abandon him.
Henry, I like your dog, but that's not our priority right now.
He saved my skin.
So did I. First Trotsky, von Bergov and the mission, then we can look for your dog.
All right. But the moment things are sorted out, I'll go looking for him.
I'd expect no less of you. So, should we get going?
Hold on a bit. Before we hit the road, there's something you should know. I have a hunch that one of that band that ambushed us at the pond was Istvan Toth.
Toth? Are you yanking my pizzle? He's long since over the hills and far away.
You don't believe me?
It's not that I don't believe you, it just doesn't make any sense that he'd be here.
No, I'm not. I'd never mistake him for anyone else.
Of course, Henry. I know you have accounts to settle with him, but that's nonsense. Toth is in Sigismund's service and is harassing his opponents. And Otto von Bergov is one of Sigismund's allies. So Toth's hardly going to attack his people. It was dark. God knows what you saw.
I saw him, the bastard, and I'll get him.
Yes. We'll surely get him one day.
Sometimes I think my character's cracking up.
And your sword, too. But I don't think either of them are around here. You're still my protector, though, so you need a weapon right away. Here you go. You never know.
Hunting sword.
Where'd you get it?
I found it in the dung pile. Must have belonged to the fellow I brawled with that night we got here. Come on, let's get going. Your mind will turn to better things along the way.
She is so going to get killed because those people are going to come back. This will be the intro movie then, after all of the other stuff. It's a very pretty game. Just passed out or got bored. Strangers. No, we're getting chased by a dog. I mean, great music. Strange ending to the music, but great music nonetheless. I don't believe we're going to get to this castle and they believe who we are, incidentally.
Oh, I hope they've got a good physician at this castle. Or at least a barber. I mean, that old crone got me on my feet.
There's food all over
believe
the
much
floor.
in herbal remedies. You can't beat an educated man of medicine.
And I can't wait to sleep in a proper bed.
And some wine!
Oh, fucking hell.
It's closed. Open up! I bear an urgent message for your liege lord.
No one home?
Hear me! Open the gate! I am a messenger from Sir Hanush of Lipa.
Ah. I had a feeling that was coming. I don't know why.
You fucking cunts! You know who I am?
No, we fucking don't. I am Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein, heir to Ratai.
Now, look here, you filthy beggar! I'm not here for your amusement, so get your stinking, ragged asses out of here on the double. The pair of you!
What's all this about? Why don't you send those beggars packing?
I did, sir. They say they're messengers. I am Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein. Envoy...
I heard. Nevertheless, I doubt Sir Hanush would send two vagabonds covered in excrement as emissaries. Apart from which, Sir Hans Capon is dead. We found his body by the pond. His company was ambushed by outlaws, and they were slaughtered to the last man.
Yes, they ambushed us, but we managed to get away.
Sir, we met your Captain Thomas on our way. He can testify to who we are. He saw our message and its seal.
How terribly unfortunate you are. The captain's company was also ambushed by outlaws. The captain barely escaped with his life and has been delirious for 3 days. And even if he did confirm your story, I am under strict orders to admit no strangers to the castle.
Sir, there's a horseman approaching, in King Sigismund's colours.
Ah, now that's what a messenger looks like. Count yourselves lucky that I don't have time to waste on you. Be gone!
Getting in, whether you like it or not.
Your shitty hands off me!
No, wait. Wait, one moment!
Well, I saw that coming a mile away.
What the fuck was that?
So now what?
There's only one thing we can do.
Kill everybody.
Have you two got any groschen?
What do you take me for, wench?
For someone who stinks like a badger.
Look, we've had a tough couple of days, so we'd like a bit of peace and quiet, a beer, and a bite to eat.
Unless you want to share a bowl of gruel, you're going to need more coin than this.
Just bring the best you have, and we'll settle later.
Mm. As the gentleman wishes.
Well, she's not far off. We look like a couple of beggars and we stink even worse.
What the fuck was all that at the gate? You tried to talk to them and get shit poured on your head.
Oh, different lands, different customs.
God's holy britches.
Well, I expect they've had trouble with beggars at the castle, so they act without thinking.
Oh, really? I'd never have figured that out. I'd rather hear some cunning plan how to get out of this shit. Huh?
Yeah.
The first thing we have to do is get ourselves into decent shape. Have a good scrub, get some better clothes. Then they might believe we're actually messengers.
That's all very well, except we can't even pay our bill here. Never mind a visit to the baths and the tailor.
So we'll earn some.
Earn?
I'm not afraid of work. And we're gonna need every groschen we can get.
And how long will it take for you to earn a few groschen? And where will you find a decent tailor? Before we get ourselves sorted out, Sigismund will be sitting on the throne in Prague.
So what do you suggest? Going back to Ratai?
To Ratai? You just don't get it, do you? We can't go crawling back like this.
The story is great, but there is a lot of story and talking in this at the minute.
I suppose you're right. We'd be taken for total idiots.
Well, you could shrug that off. But me, we've got no message, no coin, nothing but our ragged arses.
Chin up. We'll sort it out somehow, and everything will be fine again.
Nothing will be fine, my friend. I'll tell you 4 reasons why. Oates, Tankard, Conrad, and Nicholas. Instead of sitting here with us, having a chat and a laugh, they're just food for crows in some godforsaken hole.
We'll go back and bury them as soon as we can.
Yeah, as soon as possible. They were good Christians, even though it didn't always seem that way.
We'll keep the promise we made at Bajanis. The best way to honor their memory is to finish our mission. We'll get inside the castle. You'll see. We'll avenge our lads and go back to Ratai with our heads held high. I promise you that.
Audentes fortuna juvat.
Audentes fortuna juvat.
Food! About bloody time.
Here we are. Gentlemen.
What is this stuff?
Hey, there's meat in that. And there's more than you gave me coin for. When you're finished, report for work.
Cheers.
He's a noble, he's not used to this.
What is it? What's that woman from the pond? Or the one you gave us away for?
I've heard that witch. Wench!
What I tell you? What are you waiting for? She can vouch for who we are. Go to her.
God be with you. A full pitcher of wine, please.
My word. That's a picture and a half. I ain't seen you here before. Who sent you? Not them nomad vagabonds, I hope.
Don't worry. I've come from the castle. I'm Catherine, and I've got the lovely job of keeping the soldiers' throats wet.
Ah, that's another matter then. Oh my. Ugh. Can you smell that too?
Oof. It stinks like something died here.
Sorry to interrupt.
Jesus, fella. That's a bit much.
Hey, youngster. If you want to go around mixing with my guests here, go and wash the stench off yourself at the trough first. Stinking up my establishment.
I hear one of them nomads is an acrobat. It is all
Always dirty.
Oh, hi. Him and his men were attacked by bandits. Most of them are dead. Jesus Christ. Lord von Berghoff is beside himself.
Is it rude if I interrupt them again?
Aha! So that's why they sent you for the wine. Wait a moment then. I'll be right back.
Sorry to bother you, but I've seen you before.
Oh, eh? I don't remember. Hold on. Are you the boy that cleans the pit under the castle shitting hole?
You were attacked by those bandits.
What bandits? What are you on about?
You were attacked at the pond. You, some other women, and so were we, as it happens.
I have no idea what you're on about. I work at the castle, and I wasn't at any pond.
I could try
And
this,
I
but I
have
don't
no
think it'll
idea why
work.
you're trying to deny it. I saw you with my own eyes. You were washing laundry there with some other girls.
Well, I reckon you weren't looking too much at faces, eh? Clear off, you lecher.
Here's your wine. Is this vagabond bothering you?
I can handle the likes of him myself. Thanks for the wine. Bye.
Please, I don't know what's up with you, but I know you were there. I need your help. You owe me that much. But we need to get to von Berghoff, and you're the only one who can confirm who we are.
You can't get into the castle. And even if you could, that was the king's messenger. Von Berghoff is getting ready to ride out.
Shit.
If you want to speak to him, the best place would be Samin's wedding. He'll be there. For sure.
No, wait.
And don't ever lay your hands on me again.
What are you gaping at? Have you nothing better to do?
Why are you standing here like a pillar of salt? Are you ready?
Ready for what?
To get to work. You pair ordered a lot more than you paid for, so you work your debt off, like I said.
All right. It was going to happen.
Over there by the gate, there's a cart with sacks of flour from the mill. My old man was meant to take them into the house, but as soon as he got a sniff of work, he vanished into thin air. The second door in there leads to the pantry. That's why I need you to haul the sacks. You have to lay each sack on the planks, so they don't touch the damp floor and go moldy. If you just chuck it on the floor in the corner, it'll spoil. So do it properly. 2 men can finish the work in a jiffy, and then we'll be quits.
That's pretty reasonable.
All right, we'll do it. Carrying a few sacks won't kill us. For sure, it's less daunting work than fighting bandits in the woods.
Aye, it's terrible about them bandits. We never had nothing like that here before. Like it or not, you can't pay what you owe me, so I'm putting you to work. Is that clear?
All right, we'll do it.
Glad to hear it. I can see you ain't stuck up like your mate. Where are you actually from, if you don't mind me asking?
Scallis.
Never heard of it. I ain't been further than the back off me whole life, but I know this place inside and out.
I heard some talk about some wedding being planned here.
Ah, nobody's talking about nothing else. Young Lord Samin is marrying Agnes, the daughter of Thrush, our Truscovitz bailiff. And it's going to be a grand affair. When rich folks get married, that's a feast that's a lot different from when some tanner gets hitched to a bathhouse wench.
Who is this Samin?
Can't you tell by the name? The Lord of Samin. The fort in the village belonged to him. Old Jan Samin is the head of the family. And his son's called Olda. And it's him who's getting itched. There used to be a rich family. Their glory's faded a bit,
Okay.
but they still have some clout.
Can I get to the wedding?
Somehow?
I don't know about that, lad. It's for invited guests only.
Where's the wedding going to be?
At Samin, of course. I expect old Sir Jan and our bailiff will try to outdo each other in showing off their wealth.
It seems that's really our only chance.
What's that?
Oh, nothing.
If you want to find out more, there's a couple of invited guests having an ale over there. Young Svaja there. He's the bride's brother. He can be a bit of a pain, but he's a good lad at heart.
Okie dokie.
I'll go and discuss it with my friend then.
And careful with them sacks. I don't want you ripping them or anything like that.
What can I get for you?
We didn't finish our food.
I talked to that woman from the pond.
I noticed. It didn't look like she was too pleased to see you, though.
The main thing is, she denied ever being at the pond.
It's definitely her, though. You don't forget a figure like hers.
I got the feeling she didn't want to talk about it for some reason. I did get something out of her, though.
What? Don't keep me in suspense.
Von Bergov is about to leave the castle.
Sacra! If he pledges to Sigismund before we can get to him, everything's fucked.
Calm down, let me finish. There's also going to be a big wedding in the region. Young Lord Semin, from the local noble family, is getting married. He's marrying the local bailiff's daughter. It's going to be a big event.
Why should some wedding in a shithole near Trotsky be of any interest to us?
Because it looks like Von Bergov will be there.
Oh, that's fantastic news, Henry. So all we have to do is get on the guest list. And that shouldn't be a problem because you've got a cunning plan, right?
I'll think of something.
I hope so. You can't expect me to do the thinking for both of us all the time. We'll ask the locals and see.
There's something else we have to sort out first. I spoke to the innkeeper.
I noticed that too.
We can work off our debt. All we have to do is carry a few sacks of flour from that cart to the pantry. If we both do it, we'll be finished in no time.
Lug sacks?
I was going to say, he's not going to do it.
Pizzle.
I'm serious.
I can't work. I'm a noble. What if someone saw me?
Do you have any idea what you look like?
Well, all right. I may not look much like a noble, but my blood's still blue. People will remember my face, and when everything's cleared up, word will get around that I lugged sacks here like some beggar, as if the disgrace at the gate wasn't enough.
Oh dear.
Look, we're not in any position to pick and choose. So if you want to somehow scrape your way out of this mess, you better forget your airs and graces and make some effort. A bit of honest work won't kill you.
Henry, haven't you ever heard of the 3 states of man?
Would that be some aristocratic excuse?
Not so fast. It's God's law. Oratoris, the priests who pray for us. Laboratoris, the plebs who shovel shit and pay taxes. And Bellatoris, the warriors who protect the ones on their knees or in the fields. Now, which am I? So if you find me a sword, I can get to work. But wield a pitchfork or carry sacks? That's against God and nature.
So
where do I fit
who do I
in?
belong to?
Good question. Before I'd have said
I
you're a
learned
peasant,
farming.
but it turned out that you're a noble's bastard. And you're pretty handy with a sword. And you've even been in a monastery.
I'd rather forget about that.
You're a bit of everything. But if you get your hands dirty with labour, it wouldn't be such an offence against divine order as in my case. Pure blood, noble status and that. In short, be so kind as to get to work. I promise I'll make it up to you.
I'm going then. But you could give me a hand. It wouldn't do you any harm.
Ah, stop whining. You can manage. Well, if it makes you feel better, I'll scratch your back later.
How? Well, giving me a large estate?
That too, of course. Maybe 2 estates. But above all, once we're out of the worst, I'll help you find your dog. As soon as we have at least some gear, we'll head into the forest and find Mutt in a trice. Although, if you think about the 3 states of man, looking for lost dogs is more like a huntsman's work. But let's pay no mind to that.
How generous of you, Lord Capon.
I know, my dear Henry. Such is my nature.
Such a dick. So... this one, I assume?
God, I'm bored shit.
Is there a point in talking to him? Probably not.
Oof. That isn't half heavy. Oh.
Great. Get them out of here. God bless you.
There's only one door in? Yeah. This way? Ah. Oh my god, I have to do 4 more.
I'm not bored.
If you've got time to worry about everything that could go wrong, you're bored. And that's that. And if you're out of loose end, come round and I'll be happy to help. I've got plenty of bloody work to go on.
There was a game years ago, which some people probably never heard of. It was called Shemu or Shemu. It was on the Dreamcast. And they made a 3rd one and released it on PC a while, like many years later, but quite recently. And I think they re-released the original 2 on PC as well. But in that, you had all these mini game jobs that were like this. Like, you had a daily job where you carried boxes or drove a forklift truck. I'm just having flashbacks to that. You literally were investigating something, did your job during the day, did some investigating, then went to sleep, got up, went and did your job, did some investigating, went to sleep. A brilliant game, though, considering how long ago it came out.
Did you say? Say it again.
It was their own fault.
What do you mean? They attacked themselves? What the fuck are you trying to say?
Everyone knows it's dangerous around Trotsky. Making camp in such an unprotected place is suicide.
Oh, he's picking a fight.
Make camp, smart ass.
Somewhere in the rocks, maybe. Not out in the open by the pond. Only a fool would do that.
But calm down, both of you.
I'm perfectly calm. It's your chum here who's ranting and raving.
Pack it in, Henry. There's no point in arguing with this yokel. He fancies himself as a military strategist.
I don't believe a word you're saying. A weed like you surviving a fight against bandits even von Berghoff himself has trouble with?
Believe what you like, but I'm telling the truth. And in fact, I'm willing to overlook all your insults if you apologize right now. And invite me to that wedding.
You want to come to the wedding, do you? Huh. I'll give you a piece of advice, pal. If you can make yourself useful for the blacksmith or the miller, you'll get to the wedding. You'll see the glorious occasion, at least from a distance. And you can stop spouting your pathetic lies.
I am Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein, and I demand your immediate apology.
I am Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein. Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein. La, 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 la. You're starting to bore me. You and your silly made-up name.
No apology, then. It looks like I'm going to have to teach you a lesson.
Oh, I'm so scared.
That's enough. Cut it out, both of you.
Mind your own business. Take your ragamuffin friend and get the fuck out of our village.
I give you a chance to apologize, and you keep insulting me. Get ready to pick up your broken teeth with broken fingers.
Oh, I'd like to see that. Come on, then.
You scum!
Oh dear.
I'll show you.
I'll hack your ass off.
Let him have it! Too slow!
Zeig, was du drauf hast.
You what?
You shouldn't have fought with us, you bastard.
Nice strike. And what? A hit here. What are those fancy moves for fuck's sake?
Nice hit.
Yeah!
There's quite a lot of them.
Show your stuff.
Now
Nice
you
and done it.
scum.
You leave me no other choice.
Nice strike. Oh Gott. Ich wurde...
Let him have it!
Useless.
Will you bone club? Now you'll die.
Need more stamina. There's a lot of these guys here.
You want to try? I'll slice you up.
Oh god, he's down then. Ow! Hey, that's not fair.
What are you hopping about now? Slice him up!
Can't both attack me at once. It's cheating.
Jetzt reicht es. You're dead, bastard. You're no match for us, fucker.
Shame on you!
Show your stuff.
Slice him up.
Keeping the stamina up is the hard thing in these fights. Oh,
Go
bugger.
fuck yourself.
Come on then. I was gonna say, sooner or later.
On here. Grab them vagabonds.
Bastards! This will cost you dearly. Keep your mouth shut and don't make it worse. What? You behave like a spoilt brat. How dare you speak... Oh. You know, if you just shut up and done some work, we'd have coin by now and be on our way to the castle, but no, not his lordship.
You've got a nerve. If you hadn't have played the hero, we'd have been there long since, and I wouldn't have had to get you out of that mess.
Oh yeah, because this isn't a mess, is it? Fuck off!
Shut up. Or you'll get a whipping too.
I mean, it was always going to go this way, wasn't
Who
it?
the hell do you think you are?
I'm sorry, sir, but it's your fault what happened in the tavern.
What? My fault? You can't be serious. Whose fault is it that we're in this fucking pillory?
I don't fucking believe it. You're really gonna blame me for it? It was you who caused the brawl. You should have listened to me and calmed down.
And let him insult me? Fat chance. If it hadn't been for me, we wouldn't have even been in that tavern. We've been in the shit right from the start because you have to play at being the knight in shining underwear, saving damsels in distress.
I don't believe it. You're trying to put the blame on me? Just like that?
Who else is to blame? You're just a simple peasant who has no idea how the world works.
Oh, and our little prince knows all about it, doesn't he? You only left your uncle's a week ago. All you've known up to now is a tavern on Rat-Eye Green.
Now you've gone too far. I've had it up to here with you. With you and your pontificating. You were supposed to make sure nothing went wrong. And how did that turn out? It was me who had to save your life. You're fucking useless. You couldn't even keep an eye on your own mutt.
Oh, that's enough. This isn't getting us anywhere. I understand you're downcast after all that happened to us. And I understand you need to take it out on someone. I can take it. But we shouldn't forget we have a job to do. And do it we must. Together.
That's exactly what I'm doubting. Everything goes to shit when you're by my side.
You don't really mean that. Calm down.
I'm perfectly calm. That's it. My life went to shit from the first moment I met you. And I've only just realised it. You're like a ball and chain. And I'd have bagged that wild boar too if it weren't for you.
Well...
And none of the rest would have happened. I wouldn't have been showered in shit.
Oh, come on, Capon.
Don't you cape on me. Not another word. I'll have to consider what to do next.
So we're going to get separated, I assume.
Right, ladies. Time to go home. But I swear to Christ, if I catch you again, I'm gonna skin you both alive.
Isn't that?
What's up?
Hey!
Slapped him.
Oh, shit. Right, where were we? Go on, get out of my sight. What are we gonna do?
You can do as you like. You can go and carry sacks or dig latrines. I'll look after myself. I'll go and see Lord von Berghoff at the wedding. I bid you farewell.
If I were in your shoes, I'd be glad to be rid of the good for nothing, eh? Yeah. Alright, off you go.
I do enjoy the story in these games. They're well written. I did wonder how they were going to separate us and make you go off and do your own thing. Crime and reputation. Okay, fine.
Suppose I really do need to find some job. I'll find mutt without you, you stuck-up Lord of Perkstein.
Well, come on. I don't bite.
She got a job for
Are
me.
you going to just stand here like a statue? You've got...
What do you want from me?
I don't want anything from you. I should actually be thanking you.
Uh-huh. For what?
I've been begging for alms here for days, but I didn't make any real coin till today. And that's thanks to you. The scene you made brought out nearly all of Troskowitz.
You're welcome. At least it was good for something.
Oh well, not many people can make such a strong first impression. But look on the bright side.
Hmm?
Now things can only get better.
Yes, you're probably right. It doesn't get much worse than that. Unless... somebody tries to kill me. Again.
You're still
happens a
alive
lot.
in one piece. It's a new day and the sun is shining. Like Tomcat always says, bruises build character.
Do you know anything more about Tomcat?
They say he's a master swordsman, but a real joker too. He loves showing off to girls.
Do you think Tomcat might teach me a few of his tricks?
No offense, but compared to him, you're a bit of a lightweight.
I don't want to pull wagons, but if he can handle a weapon, I'd be happy to train a little with him.
Well, one of the guards tried to take him on and came back whipped like a dog, moaning like he'd been broken in two.
Well, sure. If he's that strong, I'm not surprised.
More like some trick he's got that our watch doesn't know. Or at least that's what the poor man said.
Okay.
Where
can I find him?
In the camp by the tower. That is, by Rock Tower Pond. He watches the camp for the nomads.
Should I watch out for them?
No, I don't think so. They mind their own business, but strangers usually mean trouble for them, so they're careful. Try not to stare too hard and hold your tongue, otherwise Tomcat will show you some of his other skills.
Okay.
Hey, you. What's your name, anyway? What do you do?
I'm Bara. Just Bara.
Looks like you know your way around here pretty good. You're from here, right?
I ain't. I'm just passing through.
Where are you headed? If you're only passing through here.
For work. To the city. I'm tired of serving landholders. They all promise the moon, but then you're eating stale bread, cold porridge, and a nary a groschen in sight. With the city folk, it's bound to be better.
Probably not. Hey, we leveled up speech.
Why exactly are you helping me?
Why? Why? Because you look like you need it. I've been in the ship plenty of times, and I know how appreciated a helping hand is in times like that.
You said you were going to a city. You mean like to Prague? Or somewhere further?
I'd like to go to Prague, but I don't know anybody there. In Kuttenberg, at least I have a cousin.
Aha. So you're going to visit her?
Well, she doesn't know it yet. But I won't be troubling her long, just until I find a way to make a living.
What do you want to do in the city?
I'll find something. I'm not afraid of work. I'm not half-witted. Maybe someone could use a cook or a servant.
Don't get your hopes up. The city can be a pretty dangerous place for a girl on her own.
You mean they don't hand out groschen by the bucketful? And the streets aren't full of roasted stuffed geese? I appreciate your concern, but I have to get to the city first. That's going to take me a long while yet.
You're something like a wanderer?
Nah, I usually find work with someone, stay for a while, and once I save a bit, I move on.
Then why are you begging here?
Sometimes I collect herbs for the apothecary, or help in the tavern. But I'd like to go somewhere else, so I'm scraping up whatever I can. But on the whole, you could say I'm a traveller, or a nomad. But don't say it too loud, the locals don't take kindly to them.
Why?
Because they're different, and it scares people. They travel from place to place and take their home with them.
I'd like to see what their homes look like.
You can go and see them, just don't stare too long.
Okay.
Oh well.
That's quite enough of that.
You, but I should probably get going. Get a job, and so on.
Don't worry, you'll manage. Till we meet again.
Well, she's going to pop up again at some point, I assume. Oh, I've still got my clothes. Wonderful. I don't have to walk around undressed. Marvellous. I would, however, like to save my game, because it is now midnight, and I was planning only to stay till midnight, but never mind. It was a longer stream than I planned, so thank you anyone who's hung around. Can I have that? Oh, it's a manky apple. I don't want it. Never mind. Thought it was going to be extra food. Now, I believe in my inventory I can have a drink of this. You're not wearing a pouch. But I can drink it. Game saved. I think it's saved anyway because I'm in the tutorial, but at least I've used it. And that's part of the tutorial. Excellent. Thank you very much for joining me, everyone. Thank you for stopping by, Bamalam, if you're still there. And thank you to Feda and Bamalam for their subs, or ongoing subs, when I haven't been streaming for a while, you crazy people. But I'll probably, assuming I can get this to load, because there's an issue with the keys they gave us, I will continue playing this tomorrow, probably. If not tomorrow, then certainly in the next night. But I might stream something else tomorrow if I can't stream this, because the save doesn't load. But thank you for joining me. I hope you all have a nice evening. I'll see you all again